All right, Mike, thank you. Welcome to the Shark Beauty Women's Champions Classic here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. 5-3 Louisville, number 22 in the country against number 2 from Championship City, Storrs, Connecticut, the Huskies of UConn. And they do it a second time, and Louisville comes out of there with it. Randolph looking down low, and that one's knocked away by Fudd. They were trying to trigger it inside.
And Brady does a great job there with her hands and working position. Already, though, you could see the movement of Louisville. Got an early sub.
Yeah, we're going to get Randolph out and get Jalea Williams on the floor, number 12. Just in time for an inbounds play. She comes up with a rebound and a recycle. Olivia Cochran with a cross-court pass. Williams the air ball. A third opportunity now coming for the Ville. That one's knocked away by Beckers, and here comes UConn. Partisan crowd on hand, made the 2-hour trip. Count it. Azzi Fudd with the triple.
This build is rocking, and that's going to be the interesting part of handling the atmosphere. The Huskies are accustomed to experiences like this. For Louisville to maintain their composure, especially early, because there's a lot of Husky fans in this building.
Well, this is the first annual Classic. There's a foul underneath. It'll go the other way. Look at Azzi Fudd here.
Oh, look at her, because it's so good to see her back on the floor. Beautiful stroke. Quick get ahead by Paige Beckers. I had mentioned she got her first start in the last game and her 4th game back. And she's someone who's dealt with injuries throughout the course of her season. The talent is undeniable. It's all about the availability.
Good cut by Chen. And she's fouled underneath.
And this is where UConn is so tough to defend, because they've got scorers at every position. They can balance and space you out, especially with their bigs on the inside. So you've got to be very cognizant of those cutting off the basketball, because Paige Beckers can get it to you on a dime. She will throw teammates open, and her vision is elite, especially with her size, to see over a defense.
Touched on this Louisville team and how tough their schedule has been with 4 top 25 teams. Oklahoma beat them. They're ranked 11th in the country in a 6-point game in their last outing. And UConn, think about their level of play, and they take on all comers, yes. I wanted to mention this is the first of an annual event, but UConn will be in it every year, because it was in so many ways manifested by the will of one Gino Auriemma. They're going to test this young Louisville team. Williams, one of the few seniors, giving it up. Randolph. We got that little triangle working here. And Cochran answers.
Continued to extend her range throughout the course of her career. Now a graduate student. That's going to be key, her knocking down those type of looks.
Strong. Sarah is strong. Coming off a 22-point performance against Holy Cross the other night.
Only a freshman. What a tremendous start to her collegiate career that she's had.
Cochran with a post up. And Olivia will get to the line for an and one.
She's got a disposition of fire in her. You can see it in her enthusiasm. But look right here, just bodying up and getting deep position against Brady. And that's a strong move by Olivia Cochran, because she's 6'3", as I had mentioned, but a big part of her game has been that type of footwork, both playing with her back to the basket and also facing up.
Her mom, Tara Williams, I remember played at Auburn in the mid-90s. Had a fine professional career herself and raised Olivia. Gosh, I've gotten so old now, I think I've had grandkids that are playing. Not just second generation, but third generation.
Your spirit's young and you look young, Timmy B.
Makeup and just for men.
You get you some Shark Beauty products.
Yeah, I might work on that. Look at that spacing. Always quality distribution of the ball and a good look. That one doesn't fall, and it's pulled down by Olivia Cochran.
That's some good ball movement, but great defense by Louisville.
Inside to Harris. One too many bounces and another turnover. End to end. That's too easy. Azzi Fudd. And they've doubled up the Ville. It's 10-5.
Taking care of the basketball is going to be paramount for Louisville because it becomes a possession game and you can't offer extra opportunities for the Huskies.
Cochran. Beckers clears. Beckers for three. Oh, what a duck under. Beautifully done. Nice Brady.
You don't see Paige Beckers miss often, but the luxury of having someone like Brady creating those angles is special.
Cochran from the top, can't get it to go. Great block out. Beckers with those eyes always up, looking down the floor, surveying it. Everyone can handle it. Everyone can stroke it for UConn. That's just a great pass. Does not fall this time for Brady. Becker's the only Husky who's not scored. And a foul underneath.
Azzi Fudd is back, and she's doing it at both ends of the floor. Turn some defense into offense, smooth, and she's strong in her finishes. You watch the footworks, and then off the miss by Paige Beckers. Ice Brady. She's a redshirt freshman, was tremendous. You saw her last season, especially towards the end of the season. She was a part of the 2024 Big East All-Tournament team with her play, and she just continues to flourish in her skill set.
Yeah, she missed that 23 season with a dislocated right kneecap before the season. Off the bounce, too strong for Williams. And down comes Strong with another rebound. Tucker's the outlet to Chen. Oh, what a crossover. And a dish to go with it. Ice Brady. 14-5. Louisville needs a bucket. UConn can score in bunches. And you're right, trying to deal with that early wave with this partisan crowd. And the iron kind to Istanbul. Young lady from Turkey. It's a part of this team. Istanbul. Too strong off the back iron. Chen gets the rebound. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by UConn.
There's a lot of UConn names you know, but here's a new face after transferring from Princeton, Caitlin Chen. Look at that cross. Ooh, a little nasty and the bounce at the end. Caitlin, don't hurt him. And UConn with a strong lead. You love it.
He does.
And even the small nuances, there's so many things you could say about Gino Auriemma, the coaching staff, Chris Daly, you're seeing sitting near this team, but such a big part of it is that game plan discipline, the concept of understanding personnel and just the basketball intelligence to go along with the skill set and with the athleticism for each of these individuals.
You talked to all the coaches last night, Gino included, and he had some really profound things to say. And the exposure that's been given from the women's game, particularly on a night like tonight, that teams besides just Tennessee and UConn are getting this kind of platform, it means the world to him. Here's Louisville on a breakout. They've got numbers. Jana Roberts giving it up. It will not fall for Melissa Russell, but they get a recycle. Roberts can't follow that one.
But that's a great shot. And you said it, off of an offensive rebound, but the swing action, creating an open look, and that's what you've got to do with UConn's defense, is continue to rotate them.
Louisville's got to knock down some trays if they want to hang in there. And right now they're 0 for 5, and you see another beautiful wraparound by Sarah Strong, the freshman of some influence out of North Carolina's Grace Christian. And an offensive foul. It'll go the other way, and that gets Jeff Waltz up off his bench.
Been fun to watch. Look at Sarah Strong. Turn the corner, keeps it on the right side. Smooth with the scoop. She's got a whole lot of talent and a whole lot of pedigree as well. She's the daughter of Danny Strong, who had played professionally and overseas. Allison Feaster, who played at Harvard, played professionally in the WNBA as well as a part of the front office with the Boston Celtics. So she has been around the game for a lifetime, and it shows.
Can you believe Beckers has not taken a shot as yet? And there's an answer again from Ashlyn Shade. You know, Paige will let everybody else get involved, and then all of a sudden just find a moment to go off, and does.
Hugely unselfish player. I think sometimes, you know, or maybe wishes she was more shot hungry.
Russell trying to go Euro. That's going to be a block against Beckers stepping in, so count it. And a foul.
Take a look right here once again. Louisville trying to get in the paint and attack, and you see Beckers trying to step in. She's moving. She gets hit in the arm, but just slow to get over to help side. And for Louisville, like this is the challenge of playing a team like UConn, because they have went through the process of creating quality looks. They're obviously have been disruptive in some regard on the defensive end, but you're still looking at a 9-point, now 8-point deficit. UConn just can come at you in waves, and they have so many players now with, as they continue to get more and more healthy, the depth that they can bring. And this is fun. I'm sure for Gina Oriana, who has not had this luxury as of late to kind of play with some of these lineup combinations.
Beckers, this is actually her third shot. She's over, but only taken 2 prior to that.
Ashlyn Shade, just a sophomore, got a lot of time last year as a freshman.
Russell dribbles right into a double team and turns it over. UConn has doubled up on Louisville. It's like a percolator, right? A slow drip. They can just kind of lull you, and all of a sudden you look up, you're down double digits.
And then sometimes it's a rush, and that's where when they score in bunches, it's why you see some of the drastic margins that come with their play.
Look at that split of the double team by Strong. Well, you talk about belying your age. She is special. She's got 7 already. And has looked dynamite here at the outset. Cochran quickly doubled. As soon as she gets it, she's doubled. Pop out to Jada Curry, number 30. Senior, transfer from California. Looking to settle this young team down, and she turns it over to
KK Arnold does a good job staying in front and verticality on the block. And Jada Curry is a player that Jeff Walls wants to be more aggressive, more assertive, getting to the basket, but this is a heads-up play by Arnold. And this is where, again, for as much as you talk about some of the potency on the offensive side of UConn players, they do the same type of thing defensively. They've got length, they've got size, they've got quickness. They cover a lot of spots, so often they're just able to stay in front of their own individual matchups and allow so much help from the rest of the team.
KK Arnold now on the deck. Beckers is sat down. What a ball fake by Fudd. Out to Shade. Oh, that long shadow cast from the Shade from downtown, and it's 25-10.
As a freshman, got 33 starts in the 38 games she played last year. High level of efficiency, as you can tell in her shot.
They've not been able to get Cochran where she needs to be without being doubled, and she's frustrated down there. You can tell. KK Arnold picks up that foul on a reach. This first quarter has been all UConn. Just a dictating pace of play and showing again just how versatile they are with everyone on the floor.
And really the thing about Louisville, they're a balanced team, and anyone could go off at any given time, but there's also not necessarily a go-to player, and sometimes you need that in these moments.
Mari Berry tries to uncork one and can't get it to fall. Azzi Fudd motors down the floor. Arnold, too strong. Shade clears it, and Cochran's going to get a foul. That frustration really showing up as she picks up number 2. And they'll get some help for her. Isla Jeffermans will check in for the first time, number 15 in the Cardinal and black. Time winding down here in the first quarter. It's been all Huskies. And that's without Becker scoring.
Exactly.
Rattling it home. Fudd is no dud. 28-10. A very frustrated Louisville team at the end of one.